I am all alone now. All right, all 4 groups of pasture animals are fed and watered and good. As I'm up here though, I'm looking at this area and thinking maybe I should picket a batch of goats here. Yeah, I like that idea. We'd have the picket kind of in the driveway and they could swivel and eat up to the tree line and make sure they can't get tangled on that post. They could just like eat in this radius. Of course they could go over here too, but it's just no grass here. Okay, so I finished the down there animals, and I'm going to do the up here animals. I've kind of divided them into 2 separate little sections. The Angoras have water, and they need some greens, but I'm going to do that later. I have a water jug in my hand for the up here animals. I'm going to finish the waters up here. I'm sorry I'm so late, chickens. They still have water. They need a bit more food. While I'm doing the water, let's do the cage rabbits. I'm so sorry you guys have to be in a little cage. Oh, your water's okay too. That was easy. And let these guys out. You know, if only I had 3 hands, then I could hold a camera and have 2 hands to do stuff with. Hello, everybody. Let's finish up the waters, then we'll move on to the foods. Hey, Millie. You had some good milk today. Hey, Tessa. You had better milk today. There we go. So far, I've just been doing my regular animal chores, so it hasn't been that difficult. Hey, babies. How you doing? This is our 4th batch of chicks that we've hatched. They're, I think, about like 1 week or 2 weeks old. They have pretty okay water, and they still have some food in here. They don't eat nearly as much as the big guys do, so I'll just leave that there. I sometimes give them greens, but they don't really eat them yet, so that was really easy. And then this is the first and the best of our 2 broody hens we have right now. Let's see if she's on or off her nest. She's on it. Sometimes in the morning she'll get off to eat and drink, and then she sometimes jumps out of here, so. But now she's on. Looks like her food and water is good still. That's one nice thing about broody hens, is they hardly ever get off their nest, so they hardly ever have a chance to mess up their area. I guess since we're doing up here waters, I'll do the goats' water, then we'll move on to food. Of course, then I'll do the dogs and cats and fish and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like I should do all my regular ones first, and then move on to the special ones. Excuse me, Fang. Ah. Oh, the water just spilled all over my shirt. I'm all wet. It's not even a hot day. I won't even enjoy it. I have my work cut out for me with sweeping up the poop. Oh, no poop in the water. That's good. Let's use up some of the super old apple cider vinegar. I don't even know if it has the good probiotics in it anymore since it's so old. It's been through the winter cold and the summer heat. But I guess it can't hurt. Yeah, there's no water in there yet. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, we're in the goat barn. Let's check. Yeah. So this poor girl is broody. Well, at least in the coop, she's broody. But whenever we put her in a separate space to hatch eggs that she's supposed to hatch, instead of being good like the other chicken and just sitting on them, she does not sit on them and becomes unbroody. So she's been in here for a day or 2 again. This is her 2nd time trying it out. So I'm going to let her out again. Hopefully we've either broken her of her broodiness, or I guess we'll try a 3rd time. There you go. She's still clucking like she's broody. I'll leave the food and water and stuff in here in case she gets broody again, or some other chicken gets broody again. Alright, so now all the regular farm animals have water, and I'm not going to do the goat hay or sweep up the barn yet because we're going to picket the goats. The chicken food is pretty easy. I just have to dump this bucket in their bowl. Oh, but I did forget I do have to refill it and start soaking for tomorrow's feed. The chicken feed is done. And now, in a show of good faith, I'm going to let you guys see our garden. It is not a total disaster anymore. We've been working our tails off, weeding and mulching. But as you can see, while there are some beautiful, lovely, amazing parts of the garden, and there are some regular, ugly, bad parts of the garden, there are also some really bad parts of the garden, like what this is supposed to be a strawberry patch, but mostly it's a strawberry/weed patch. Oh, also, we have 2 more garden kitties. So not only is Scruffy in love with being in the garden and being with us in the garden, but Lehman and Lila also enjoy the garden. So now we have 3 garden kitties. I think that's super adorable and fun. So part of my fixing the garden is clipping a whole bunch of weeds for the rabbits every day. Instead of picking pasture for them, I pick garden weeds for them. One good thing about this is that the weeds are so tall that I don't have to do a lot of work to get a huge amount of greens. So that's good at least. Okay, I've got a little patch cleared of weeds. The Angoras get half of the greens, and the Meat Sisters get the other half. There you go, girls! Okay, all the regular animals are done. Now I just need to do the unregular animals. And I remember what to do for the cats. They just get one bowl full of food twice a day, so I'll fill this up. There we go. They still have their water. And then I'm sorry, Fing, I don't remember what to do for you. I'll have to go look at my sheet. Before everyone left, I wrote down all the instructions. Most of this is for garden watering, but let's see. Dogs, 2 scoops per dog. Alright, that's pretty easy. Oh wait, but while I'm in here, I better do Scruffy. He's at a unique position. He doesn't enjoy the other 2 kitties. He doesn't hate them either. Sometimes he eats their food, but sometimes he doesn't want to eat their food and he'll eat his own food. So we still have a setup back here for him in case he wants to be back here, but it looks like he hasn't eaten any of his food. I'll grab your food bowl real quick. Hey, crazy girl. Hi. I know, it's so late. I'm sorry. I have a lot of other animals to do besides you. Excuse me. Good girl. She really is a well-behaved dog. She just has so much energy and is not yet full grown. So sometimes she can't bring herself to behave like a mature adult dog. But she does try. Even though she doesn't succeed very often, she does try really hard. That's not for you. Here you go, Fang, special boy. Roxie. Sit. 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 Okay. Good girl. Good girl. You're so good. See, she's a good dog. She tries. And she succeeded this time. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, let's see if I can remember. All 4 pasture groups, goats, are decent. They have water. I still need to pick at them. Okay, so the memory filled up again. Right as I was explaining that I had finished doing all the animals, except for picketing the goats. I was feeling really bad, and I wanted to give myself a rest. And I'm so glad I did, because look at the temperature. It is 88 outside, and it feels like 89. It said it was supposed to get up to only 80 online, but this is like our own personal reading for the farm, so I trust this more. Ever since Aria died last year, I'm hesitant to put goats out in extreme heat. If you don't remember, she got her head stuck in the hay feeder. It was actually the day we got Roxie, so that was like quite a while ago. And she was stuck in the heat without water all day and died from what we assume is heat exhaustion and or dehydration. So since then, I am way more hesitant to put goats out in heat. And while I do have one shade structure I can put for one pair of goats, in the barn, there's like this really awesome deep shade. And honestly, I really don't want to go out there and do pickets right now in the heat of the day. I'm in the middle of relaxing, I'm watching a movie. So I'm planning on picketing the goats this afternoon as it cools off. I will go out to make sure everyone has water. Most of the time it's fine, but every once in a while, especially because it's been so hot lately, probably not today, but oh look, it just changed to 91. Feels like 91. So I might go out and check that all the animals have water, and then I'll go back to my movie. Penny, please, thank you. Oh, glad I came to check. They drank all their water. I don't know. And, oh, Roxie, do you have water? I forgot to check earlier. I'm so used to just you not needing me to do stuff for you. Yep, you have plenty of water. Yes, you do. Let's check everyone else. When you don't chase chickens anymore, you can come out. Who's your puppy? Do I taste good? Is that a tick on you, dude? Yep, it's a tick. It's a tick. We're gonna squish it. Excuse me, girl. Water. Are you on your nest still? Yes, you are. Water. Oh! Figure out how these little chicks got out. This occasionally happens. These guys are little enough. Oh, this is why we have bricks and stuff here. These guys are just little enough that they can squeeze through some places. Thankfully, unlike rabbits, baby chicks don't wander far from where they belong. Lehman, They're a little bit too big for you, I hope. Ugh, I thought they'd be alright. I didn't notice any huge gaps though. There's a huge gap. Alright, let's see if that does it. Now I have to catch him. This would better be done off camera. Bye, guys. Okay, I caught 3, and I don't see anyone else out. Hopefully I blocked the correct places, and they stay in this time. And it looks like they have good water. Where is your water? It looks empty. So that water's good. Oh, and there's baby chick. While we're over here, that water's still good. Oh, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna catch these babies, bring water for this tractor. I just finished filling up the water. There's a very interesting sight over here I want to show you guys. There's some chickens dust bathing, and it looks so funny. They're all dusty. They look like different breed of chicken. Look at you guys. You look so funny. You don't need a special water, do you, Fang? You have one. But you have the chicken water and you have the pond water. Yes, you do. You're a good boy. Oh, and it's 2 o'clock now, so I should probably eat some lunch too. Quick drink of water. Now, what should I have for lunch? Supplements. And lunch. It's lunch meat and salad wrap. Tastes pretty good. Okay, I am done watching the movie. Really enjoyable. Now I'm gonna sit down at the computer and edit for a little while. It's still too hot to do any outside projects. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot. It's 4 o'clock and I forgot to feed the fish. I'm supposed to do 1 pinch of each. Here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How does one get a pinch in a bottle this weirdly shaped? There you go, fishies. I see no takers yet. Oh, well, at least they have food. Still too hot to pick the goats. Better go back to editing. It's now 5 o'clock. Done editing. Going to put the pickets up, do evening chores, and eat dinner. These 2 are done. They're enjoying their new forage. And these girls are done too. I think now I'm gonna break for dinner. More like